when I lost my job last year in August. So it's been 1 year, a couple of weeks ago. I lost my job. I was working for, by the way, sorry if you hear explosive noise behind me. It's the fiesta in August, and the Spanish people, they are making explosions everywhere. It's annoying. So yeah, when I lost my job 1 year ago, I found myself with absolutely nothing, no job, no money, no contact in another country that I don't even speak the language. So it was difficult I was not even having enough money to be able to send proposals on Upwork. Let me go back a little bit. I lost my job and I tried to find another job. I sent since last year I sent something like 150 CV and plus 400 maybe since COVID. So almost 500 CVs. No phone back, no interview, nothing. Nothing really worked. So I was kind of desperate for money, and I was texting with ChatGPT for solutions. Sorry for that. Los petados. I didn't know the platform. ChatGPT told me, oh, you could try on Upwork. And I was a bit skeptical, honestly, because I was already on Fiverr and Malt, and I never saw any kind of results on any of those platforms. So I tried Upwork relentlessly to try to do something, because I could send CV, but when you send a CV, it takes a lot of time. You have to research the company, write a good cover letter, make sure that you fit for the description, make sure that your profile, your CV is up to date. Takes about 20-30 minutes for each CV that you are sending. And when you don't see any advance on that front, it's kind of discouraging. And my ex at that time was saying, oh, Patrice, you're too picky. You should take anything. Yes, but I was trying, and I don't speak Spanish, and I'm not in a country that I speak the language. So even if I wanted, and I did want to find something and do anything, but even the anything is not because I decide that I want a job. That jobs suddenly magically appear, and I just have to pick the fruit from the tree, and I have a job. No, I am 50 years old. I don't speak Spanish. I am in a country that I have no network. And even if I had a network, honestly, my professional network, it's not something that I want to do, because I was just doing technical support, because I was good at technical support. So they were just giving me more and more of the technical support job. But I hated that. It was repetitive, boring, unfulfilling. I could be replaced by AI. It was totally boring. It was soul-sucking, as they say. And it was not something that I enjoyed or care for or had any purpose in doing. So I tried on Upwork. That's being the way I started looking into Upwork. I used to be a freelancer in another life back in the past. And honestly, we didn't have those kind of platforms back then. Sorry for the petardos. And yeah, so right now we have those platforms that are much easier to create a profile, be in a relationship with actual clients that really have jobs that are available, and they are willing to work with freelancers. So it's much easier. Yes, it's not free and it's not easy, but at least you have the platform. You can work your way on the platform, and after 1 week of very intense, I was sending 30, 40 proposals every week. And after a week, I got my first small contract. It was for a map for $100. Sorry, explosions. And but it was a proof of that it could work, that I could make some money because I have skills, I have experience that is recognized, contrary to the job market where you send a CV and they don't know anything about what you are doing or who you are. It's kind of like dating, like you swipe on Tinder and there's no results. I felt I was searching for a job like that. It was very discouraging. So when I made my first contract on Upwork, it was the proof that I could be successful on the platform. And after a month, I had my first real bigger contract. It was at the beginning $50 for drawing a test card for a game. And that project ended up being $4,000. So it was, I did all the cards, I did the box, I did the rules for the game. Everything was building up to create my profile and my experience. So after I just crossed 15,000 on the platform since November 1st that I created my account. So I'm happy, good success, and that's the only platform, honestly, that I get any kind of traction. So I recommend it if you. The only regret that I have is that I didn't start sooner, because I waited until I didn't have choice, like I didn't have any options. But I should have started before that. Just maybe have my first contract while I still had my full-time job. And but I didn't. I waited and waited. So it was stressful because I didn't have any money. It was very difficult. But yeah, earning my first few contracts. After a week, I got my first project. After a month, I got my first decent, bigger project. And now I'm having clients that are coming back, that are giving me recurring projects, that are jobs every week or every month. So that's very good. I'm happy with the results. So let me know in the comments if you have experience with freelancing, if you think about it. If you're watching this video, I guess you are questioning yourself. I made a guide for people like you that maybe you feel stuck in your life, maybe you don't know what is your next best step. Check in the description, you have the link, and I would be happy to see your experience. Let me know if you have experience with freelancing, and if not, if you didn't start yet, what are you waiting? Because I think there's nothing safe anymore. It's almost not a question of are you going to lose your job, but more of a question of when are you going to lose your job. So don't wait, don't do like I did. Start freelancing now, create your profile, get your first few clients, and don't wait. Like for me, it's a question of security, because they say that a job is safe until it's not. So if you lose your job, if you have some money coming from a bunch of clients instead of just one single business, I think it's repartition of your risk through different source of money. instead of just waiting for a single one. So that's it. I will go celebrate with the Spanish people. Let me know in the comments if you have any experience with freelancing, or if you're afraid of freelancing. I read everyone, and I would be happy to have a discussion with you. If you like what I'm doing, feel free to share and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.